самый ожидаемый бой последнего турнира в этом году. Tsarukyan против Исмагулова. Смотри эту битву на UFC Fight Pass всего за 79 рублей и помоги своему любимому бойцу выиграть в битве промокодов. Все подробности в описании.
Arman Tsarukyan putting the ranking on the line against the 28-year-old out of Spain. Joel Alvarez is very tall, 6'3" tall. He's among the tallest active lightweights in the division, and with that comes a sizable edge and reach of 4.5 inches. Back inside the octagon for the official introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist, holding professional record, 19 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 156 pounds. Fighting out of Asturias, Spain, Joel Alvarez. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist, holding professional record, 17 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 156 pounds. Fighting out of Krasnodar, Russia, by way of Yerevan, Armenia, Arman Tsarukyan. For the action begins, our referee in charge, Chris Ione.
Last assignment inside the octagon tonight for the veteran referee Chris Ione. Arman Tsarukyan, minus 260 as the favorite in the matchup. Joel Alvarez, a very dangerous plus 210 underdog. One of just a few fighters on the roster from Spain. He's in the gold.
Yeah, I think when you see Arman as the favorite, I think they're looking at the quality of competition that he's beaten, but also the wrestling ability that Arman has. That's one thing that stands out between the two of them. However, Arman needs to be careful. Joseph Duffy found out the wrong way. Joseph Duffy, obviously a tremendous fighter. He shot in on Fight Island against Joel Alvarez and immediately was caught in a guillotine.
And Arman, I mean, he's a fantastic striker in his own right. You just saw there, right? They traded jabs. Wow, and see, look at how immediately Joel Alvarez is already working his guard as soon as he hits the mat. But I feel that Tsarukyan is good enough to stifle a lot of that. And that's where I worry for Alvarez. If this fight does take place primarily on the mat, yes, of course he can submit. He does have the skills. But I feel like Arman Tsarukyan is talented enough to avoid a lot of the submissions that he would throw up and control him on the ground.
Well, being 6'3", so long, tall, thin as well, he's going to have to watch the guard because a lot of submissions are available to Joel Alvarez right now, particularly triangles with those long legs, so he's got to be careful.
Alvarez has 7 wins by triangle in his career. 16 of his 19 finished victories have come by submission. 3.5 to go. And Tsarukyan doing a good job in top position so far.
Trying to pass to half guard, push it down on that knee, he's going to step over. Good job by Alvarez. Got to watch that arm. He was isolating an arm there. It was at risk of being Kimura'd.
And you see Alvarez really trying to prevent Tsarukyan from stepping over that knee. He's got that butterfly hook. He's going to use that potentially to get his guard back or sweep. There he goes. He gets full guard.
As I said, in full guard, the long, thinner frame of Alvarez will be an advantage. But if he passes to half guard, it's going to be at a disadvantage. It's not going to be as strong, and he can pin him down, hold him down, look for his own submissions, and chip away with elbows as well. So getting past that first leg, getting to half guard is going to be a key battle here for Arman Tsarukyan.
Swings to the side. Alvarez looking for something here.
Slides the knee over. Let's go, abandons. Gonna pass now.
2 minutes to go, first round. Paul, as you mentioned, Tsarukyan is just so with it in the grappling arts that He was one step ahead of Alvarez with anything he tried there, and now launching his own submission attempt.
Yeah, he's got to watch his neck there if he's trying to get back up. But at what point, I was just going to say, does Alvarez abandon trying to throw up these submission attempts from the bottom and try to get back up to his feet and make this a striking battle? Because right now he's just being controlled, and I feel like Tsarukyan can do this for 3 rounds.
Yes,
no problem.
He's done it.
Yeah, at some point you have to abandon that kind of game plan. You have confidence in your submission abilities. You've got 16 on your record. You know, I mean, clearly the man can drop an armbar or 2 if he needs to. Talking of armbars, got to be careful right there.
He's trying to lock it up,
but at some point you're going to say, right, I've given up an entire round here. It's time to get back to the feet. Push on the head, try and shrimp back to the fence, and then get to your feet.
I like this from Tsarukyan. If he's going to sit there in guard and control, you might as well take advantage of it and land some good shots. He's landed a few good elbows from this position. He's just got to be careful that he's not overextending, giving Alvarez an opportunity to snatch up one of those arms. But so far, see how he's always swimming his arms, keeping them on the chest, watching. And when he gets too close, he'll pull out of the position and get back to a base. So that's a beautiful elbow. I think that split him open, Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Sure did.
Oh, yeah.
And now that's a problem. He's bleeding badly. This could be stopped.
Again.
Final 20 seconds of the round.
Oh, my gosh. He's masked in blood. That's in his eyes. That's over.
Look at that.
They're probably going to stop this in between rounds, guys.
That is insane.
That's bad.
Final
that's a bad
10 seconds. Chris Taioni got a good look at it when Alvarez looked
and another
again.
one. And they're skimming off. Do you know what I mean, Michael? How they just raise the skin.
We're not going anywhere. We're keeping it between rounds. Chris Taioni immediately calls for the position. I believe that cut. Is there something on the bridge of the nose?
Bien.
It's right between the eyes.
Tranquilos.
Stay calm, stay calm.
Tranquilo.
That's a lot of blood.
Stay calm. This closes. This will close.
I'm going to go over here and I'll come back. La silla, vamos la silla.
Have him sit down.
Give him a stool.
Get a stool.
All good, tape?
That's a lot of blood.
Man, that's a lot of blood, you know, and sometimes it's just a position and where it is in relation to an artery. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I know that some of them can spew.
I don't think there's an artery in the nose.
No?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, that's bad, Mike. Look at that.
We've seen fights stopped for cuts like that.
That's such a perfect elbow from Tsarukyan. Look at this. Looks up, postures up, loads that elbow, and drops his whole body weight on the nose of Yoel Alvarez.
Well, the physician just talked to Chris Taioni. He said something, we couldn't hear it, but he is going to let the fight continue.
Second round.
But a few more shots.
Here we go.
And that's
going right into his left eye.
And I remember Liana Jojua had a cut like that on Fight Island, just one of them, and they stopped it. This one has more blood.
Look at that, nicely done. He's going to watch the neck, though. Past the side control, very nice.
That's what I'm talking about for Tsarukyan. He's aware of those. Like, he's not going to put himself, and now he's got a choke of his own.
And then here's trouble when you lean back, and that cut opens up, and it pools in your eyes. Big-time problems.
Yeah, Yoel Alvarez is going to have a hard time seeing anything from his back.
We're talking of big-time problems. Arman Tsarukyan is a big-time problem in the lightweight division. I'm telling you, I mean, on the feet, very fast, very technical. The wrestling is ridiculous, and clearly has a vast knowledge of jiu-jitsu. Very powerful, a hell of an athlete, and he's looking for a submission of his own now. He's thinking about a Doris.
Another elbow right on that same spot. Oh, beautiful elbows here.
He's hurt. Taioni's going to let this one last.
And for Alvarez, unfortunately, he doesn't know where any of these shots are coming from. He's defending blind right now.
Wow. Covering up.
I think it should be stopped.
Tsarukyan hammering away, and perhaps it is in just a moment.
Just because he can't defend properly. I'm not saying Yoel Alvarez is not tough enough to get through this. But a cut like that, even though it's not, going to stop the fight, it's preventing him from being able to defend himself properly, especially from the ground. But he's a G. I mean, look at him trying to get back up and fighting through a mask of blood right now.
Covering up. Tsarukyan hammering away.
He's ready to stop, Arman.
His corner telling Arman he's ready to stop, he's ready to give in. Keep going, keep pouring on the pressure. And that's exactly what he needs to do. They don't even need to land flush. When the referee is that concerned, when there's that amount of blood, and you're landing
That's
shots.
gonna do it.
Nice work.
This guy's a big problem at 155 pounds. He is Arman Tsarukyan. His win streak continues at the apex, and yes, that's 2 in a row by knockouts.
Nice work there from Arman Tsarukyan. This kid just keeps evolving. Look at him. I mean, he's built like a brick house. He goes out there, he can wrestle dump you all over the place, submit you, landing elbows from top position, really strong ground and pound, and his striking is also phenomenal.
All right, let's take a look. This elbow here started that horrifying display of blood. Perfectly placed. Just opened him up immediately, and then from there, that gave him so much confidence. I mean, he controlled him there for the rest of the first round. Round 2, took him down and got him here, and then just started pouring on more and more elbows, controlled the wrist, pounded away with the left hand. You see the head shaking from the impact here. An incredible performance, very, very dominant against his best opponent yet.
Spent some time at American Top Team for camps in the past. He was unable to go there before this fight, but he still had Bahumpa giving him the fist pump in the corner. We'll make it official for Arman Tsarukyan. Coming up.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of people and blood, and everyone's on the ground behind me. Make him tight and some bit. I told you, second round.
You called his shot, man. Hey, beautiful elbows, man.
Thank you.
My God, I mean, we were just watching the replay.
Thank you. I need 5 rounds to fight, you know, 5 rounds.
You deserve it, man. You deserve it. 100%.
5 rounds. Fight on the night.
Call for it right now. Now's your chance, man.
Yeah?
Call
So
for
far,
it.
hey. Brother, you're covered in blood. Amazing, amazing. That was incredible.
Hey, beautiful. That's how it should be. That's how you put somebody that's a thruster away. That's amazing.
On Tsarukyan, he is now riding a 5-fight win streak. And now for the official decision, brought to you by the United States Marine Corps. We send it back inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Chris Tione's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 57 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Arman Tsarukyan.